Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. So, how good is Ben Brode? Turns out he's pretty good. Today, I want to talk about my interactions with Ben Brode and his presence in the Hearthstone community as he has recently rotated to the Hall of Fame. He's not working for Blizzard anymore. So what is going to be going on in Hearthstone without Ben Brode, and how has he improved our experience over the years? So first time I met Ben Brode was at BlizzCon 2013. It was the Hearthstone Invitational. I didn't know who Ben Brode was. He was a game dev at the time, one of the few for Hearthstone, but that's okay because when I went up to the Hearthstone panel to get my Hearthstone poster signed, they asked me what game I was pro in because I had a pro gamer badge at the time. So it seemed like nobody knew anybody, but Ben Brode was clearly the man of the show. He would just his laughter even in 2013 was infectious. You could hear it through the halls of BlizzCon anywhere that you were laughing at your, at least my fairly crappy jokes. And I don't know, it just felt so wholesome to be around him and talk Hearthstone and all the rest. It was really a great time for Hearthstone back then. Now, Ben Brode and actually all the devs, Ben Brode had the best card. All the devs for Hearthstone, they have their own card. You guys know that. This is the Ben Brode one. Cannot reduce the volume below maximum. Isn't that ever so? Ben Brode's always been like the voice of Hearthstone. While a lot of people kind of, I think, unfairly criticize the game and pin it on Brode, there's a lot of game devs out there. We've seen through interviews, even recently, where Brode expresses some of his frustration to not being able to execute the kind of change that he wants in the game. They have a big development team, guys. So, yeah, the game itself is probably not going to change in a huge way in terms of the game itself. Blizzard has a lot of talented game developers, and really, we have no idea where the final decisions are coming from exactly. Ben Brode could just want one way of Hearthstone, and he might not get that way 9 out of 10 times. We don't know, and honestly, from what we've read and seen, that kind of seems to be the case in these large game companies. So in terms of the game itself, it's probably not going to change in a huge way. It's probably not going to change in a way where cards are going to be vastly different than with any one individual on the Hearthstone developer team, but as a whole, Ben Brode over the years has done what I would consider the most spectacular job marketing the game and keeping the community alive. And let me tell you, Hearthstone has had its ups and downs, but Hearthstone, out of all its competitors, has community that, there's nothing that can compare to Hearthstone's community. The Reddit is insanely active. The amount of memes and dreams and decks and thoughts, and the game developers, particularly Ben Brode's interaction with this, has made the game feel so much richer than just copying a net deck and playing cards at will. Now, with that said, that side of things will certainly be missed, and Hearthstone's real strength of selling a lot of packs will certainly be dwindled. I truly believe Ben Brode was put on this earth to sell Hearthstone packs. Whenever we see these expansion announcements, they usually try to get Brode on there, and he's explaining to us some super garbage combos, some cards that really don't seem like they'll be very good, but we just get sold on it. We get hooked. We're like, yeah, Brode, okay, how many packs can I get? You want to satisfy the Brode. You want to satisfy these combos that he's explaining, that you honestly, they suck, but you just want them. You just want the cards. He just hypes up these pack purchases like no one else. And certainly I believe that Blizzard's bottom line is going to suffer, possibly considerably, unless they find an equal talent, which I don't think they'll be able to find. So that's what's going on with that. Ben Brode over the years has had his responsibilities increased. What was once a 3-mana 4/1 became a game director. It was a pretty buffed card, yeah, but unfortunately it was just about the only card Hearthstone ever buffed. Unfortunately for us, I suppose. But when Ben Brode took over the game director role at Blizzard, when he was buffed up, it was an interesting time where people saw that the Hearthstone developer team was kind of rewarding the people at the front of the community. This aspect of like community-based game developer, having that image, having that person in front of the game, being like the face of Hearthstone essentially, was, I think, one of the most valuable assets that Hearthstone has had. And again, I think they will really struggle to find a replacement for that role. Even though the game itself, I think, will be very much or possibly even identical moving forward, I think that role in the community will absolutely be missed. So that's what's up with that. Ben Brode mentioned in his going away, was it a tweet? I don't remember. Anyway, he mentioned that he's starting up his own company or something. Probably he didn't seem too certain about it. Doesn't mean he's not certain about it. One would speculate maybe he'll finally be, once rotating to the Hall of Fame, might be, making his own actual indie company. Yeah, he might be able to do that. That might be his dream, maybe, kind of, right? That's always what everyone at Hearthstone wants to do, right? So, I don't know, maybe he's pushing his aspiring rapping career. Maybe his experience selling Hearthstone packs is going to, I don't know, translate into world dominance of selling other packages. Maybe he'll take over the Girl Scout cookie market. Those come in packages. You don't know what you're going to get. Sometimes the cookies are not so good. Sometimes they're really good, Who knows? He can hype anything up, and I wish him the best. And I really hope Blizzard puts a different face for Hearthstone, because I think the game really needs it, and Ben Brode has lifted the game on that front in such a way that most of us expect it. We expect to see a face of Hearthstone, and without Ben Brode there, well, they got their work cut out for them. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.